tonight. It's a beautiful sunset. I'm looking over at Ashtabula, one of the areas that we have had some showers earlier today, and also where clouds are trying to hang a bit tough. We have variable clouds across the area. Notice farther to the south, just like yesterday, they've been clear. It still is clear. Lots of clouds still hanging out in our north and eastern communities, but those are trying to clear as I speak. We had some of those lake effect showers as expected, all rain showers though for today. First is seeing the snow in there as well. Now we're already starting to see those pull away and the clouds are going to follow suit. Here we are 2 hours from now. After sunset, of course, it's setting right now. Majority of us are going to be clear. It's cold. You saw Alan. He's out there dressed to the nines in all of his winter gear. Definitely want to dress warm because not only will it be chilly, but it'll also be breezy, so it'll make it feel colder than it is. Notice, though, that even at 7, 8 o'clock, the clouds are still trying to hang tough to the north and east. Elsewhere, it's not an issue. I think it could take maybe till 9, 10 o'clock. If you want to see them and a good showing too, I definitely still recommend. I was still looking last night, even when I was leaving work, driving home. Once I got home, trying to see them, I think that tonight's going to be a much better opportunity with those fewer clouds. Temperatures right now in the 40s, so it actually is a little bit warmer than yesterday. 46 degrees right now in Cleveland, westerly wind about 15 to 20 miles per hour. We got a pair of 4s for Akron, Worcester, Mansfield. Those breezy winds definitely playing a role in our forecast here. We have mid 40s for basically everybody across the area, but feels colder, looking like the upper 30s, low 40s across Northeast Ohio, thanks to these gusty winds, 25, 30 mile per hour gusts. We go into tomorrow, it'll still be breezy, but we're starting to feel those winds decrease. It will get better with time. The winds become a lot calmer by Friday and into the weekend. Then they'll start to ramp back up on Sunday. Tomorrow, similar temperatures to today, about 47 degrees. I think we'll have a little bit more sunshine. Gradually warming things up, though, as we move throughout the week. 52 on Friday, 61. Hello for Saturday. It's going to feel like spring out there. A brief warm up. We cool right back down. By the early part of next week, we're back to the 40s. And if you haven't seen the forecast in a couple of days, on Monday, it was looking like Sunday was going to be the warm day. Sunday now is already starting to cool down. So we have the front pushing through right now. Or I guess throughout the course of today, it pushed through. High pressure building in, keeping us dry for Thursday, Friday. Few showers are possible over the weekend. It doesn't look like it's going to be a washout. When we see forecast for tonight, increasing our potential to see the northern lights because clouds have decreased over the course of the last day. We are seeing a partly cloudy sky right now in Cleveland, farther to the south, and even last night, that was such a great showing of the northern lights. We are still underneath this geomagnetic storm watch, and there's still that potential for tonight for you to see the northern lights, and with fewer clouds, it is a much better opportunity. So we're going to talk more about when to head outside, where to look, what to look for. We'll talk about that. Plus, we have some things to discuss in the forecast as well. 60s returning, our next rain chance for the weekend. There's a couple things. We'll get to it coming up. Ohio, really nice colors, Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus. A lot of clouds hanging tough for us. But now we're starting to see, even in downtown, even in our eastern communities, breaks in those clouds, allowing for that better chance to see a really good showing of the northern lights. So this is what it looks like in downtown. We had a few showers, as I mentioned, gloomier this afternoon with a couple of light showers up into the snow belt, or today, the sprinkle belt. It was very light showers, but still keeping it cloudy, keeping it gloomy there. Elsewhere, southwest, it's been dry all day. It was very much just a lake effect. This is what the Futurecast shows us for cloud cover, a big improvement, truly. It's going to linger the longest for our eastern communities, but even by 9, 10 o'clock. So say you go out in an hour or two to try to see the northern lights, still a little too cloudy. Check again in an hour or two. And of course, when it comes to looking for the northern lights, they ebb and flow in my experience when I've gone out there looking and I can see them, and then a little bit later, it's not as vibrant. Also, you can see it better with your phone. So definitely be patient, get away from any kind of really bright city lights and look north. So look towards the lake. The rest of the night will be chilly too, a little bit breezy, temperatures hanging out in the 30s once we get into the overnight. Currently 46 degrees. westerly wind, about 15 miles per hour, sustained. So it is still incredibly gusty out there, making it feel colder than it actually is. So almost everybody right now at 549. Let's look at our differences here. We've got 42 to 46, not a very big range. So as we move throughout the night, I think that that's going to be something we continue to see with these wind chill values already in the 30s, 20s for wind chills tonight as we continue to have these wind gusts right now, 25, 30 mile per hour wind gusts, even stronger closer to the lake here, over 30 there. Throughout the rest of the night, we're trying to clear out. Northern lights, you definitely want to try to look. Just dress warm when you're doing it because you will have the chilly temperatures and the breezy winds. Looking ahead tomorrow, it'll be a crisp start to the day. I think even more sunshine. It's going to be a dry day. No worries through and through. If you've had to put off any events or doing something around the house because of the weather lately, tomorrow, Friday, looking like really good days to do that. Even Saturday, it is going to feel so mild on Saturday with temperatures in the low 60s, and we only have an isolated chance for a shower. And high pressure is building in. High and dry is always a way you can remember the difference between high and low pressure. And so we're going to have that 0% chance for Thursday, Friday. By the time we get to Saturday, this is going to be more likely in the afternoon or evening, and it is still not a widespread shower chance. Only appropriately for the temperatures. I've been keeping an eye on the cloud cover where he's at over at Edgewater. Now it's in night mode here, but much fewer clouds across Northeast Ohio. So hopefully we're able to see those northern lights. We'll talk more about that. And of course, I mean, it's the middle of the week. Let's look at that weekend forecast. Have the strong solar flares that are shooting at Earth and giving us this geomagnetic storm. So another shot to see the northern lights. Fewer clouds for all. Be patient. Go out a couple of times, dress warm, and if you're not 100% sure, I remember the first time I saw it in May of 2024, which I'll never forget. I saw just a slight difference in the clouds, and then I looked at through my phone and I was able to see the green there. I still think it's worth it because we're seeing those fewer clouds across Northeast Ohio, particularly west and south. We are, even though in our north and eastern communities, starting to see the clouds break apart because we had those lake effect showers, very, very light earlier today. Those are pulling away. We're also starting to see the clouds pull away in that area as well. So I still think that even if you live farther to the east, farther to the north, like in Lake, Ashtabula, Geauga, Trumbull counties, still worth a look, and be patient again that these clouds could take a little bit of time to completely clear. In the meantime, notice the temperatures here. It's going to be pretty chilly. It is cold out there, and it's still very breezy too, making it feel colder than it actually is. So at 619, we have wind chill values right now, middle and upper 30s, wind gusts 15 to 25. This is an improvement, though. In the last half hour, at around 5:45, we had wind gusts over 30 miles per hour across the entire lake shore. Strongest around Mentor and Ashtabula, where it is still over 30. While we'll see a decrease in the wind gusts overnight and into early tomorrow, it is still breezy tomorrow as well. Gusts more like 20 to 25, and they are going to be weakening throughout the day gradually. Dress warm, trying to see the northern lights because temperatures will be chilly. We'll have fewer clouds. Tomorrow, it's a crisp start to the day. Cool sunshine, temperatures below average, only into about the middle and upper 40s. But we get back into the 50s once we get into the end of the week. 52 degrees on Friday, and then 60s. It's brief. 61 degrees on Saturday. If you haven't checked the forecast in a couple of days and we're watching because of Sunday going to the Browns game, looking at you, John Doss, temperatures not as warm now. The timing is different. Warmer on Saturday, cooler on Sunday, but I don't think that we're going to have real widespread showers. Isolated activity east. There's a few showers on Saturday, but it's not going to be a washout either day. Trending dry on Monday, system to watch for Tuesday. We'll be back after this. You have this potential to see the northern lights. Right now, it's being a little bit fickle. We're going to continue to monitor the trends here, and it's always just worth a look, especially because we don't have the clouds. Yesterday was an amazing show. Clouds ruined it for us here to see it. If you're going to be out and about, take a look, and just maybe a few times throughout the night, just be patient, and you can always use your phone to try to help you see it a little bit better. Clouds are moving out, as I mentioned, even for our north and eastern communities. It's going to take the longest there for Ashtabula, Trumbull counties, but clear skies expected for a lot of us. Still going to be breezy though. It'll be chilly as well. Just something to keep in mind that the breeze is not totally pulling out. It looks like it'll get much calmer throughout the day on Thursday and into Friday as well. But Futurecast shows us here for the rest of tonight and into tomorrow, we are seeing mostly clear conditions, truthfully. Lots of sunshine for tomorrow, couple clouds during the afternoon, and we'll start to gradually warm things up over the next few days. So right now, we've got clear skies showing up as current observations for Cleveland. Akron, Ken, still showing clouds right now for Ashtabula, clear for Lorain, Mansfield, New Philadelphia. So cloud cover on our side to see the northern lights. Now we just need space weather to cooperate as well. Temperatures low in mid 40s across the area. Ashtabula a little bit milder, 45, but we feel colder than that thanks to the wind chill. So we have wind chill temperatures mid 30s for the most part for many communities. Menners are one spot still in the 40s, but it's chilly for sure. And we still have these strong wind gusts. On the slow side for these winds, 15 miles per hour. Fast side, over 25, 30 mile per hour wind gusts. Strongest winds over across the lake, so right along that lakeshore side. It's going to continue to be breezy tomorrow, so overnight we still have wind gusts 20 to 25. But as I mentioned, we get through the afternoon and evening tomorrow, we'll start to feel some calmer conditions, and it looks a lot better by Friday. So the night ahead, if you're going out to look for the northern lights, definitely want to dress warm. Chilly temperatures, fewer clouds, much drier. We are going to have these lows in the 30s across Northeast Ohio for the most part. A little bit milder along the lakeshore, mid and upper 30s to the low 40s. And it will be a crisp, chilly start to the day. Lots of sunshine though, no worries. More sunshine for Friday and even warmer temperatures. 52 degrees. That is basically right on par for the course at this